Anyways, on this side,
Being an Eagles
the
fan.
Eagles are this made me laugh. They signed Olympic hurdler and former Oregon Ducks wide receiver Devon Allen to a 3-year deal. And this is hysterical because he has not played football since 2016.
Which is so funny.
And when he played in 2016, he suffered a knee injury and only was in 9 games over his last 2 seasons at Oregon.
My God.
So it's like they literally just picked this guy because he was fast, and they're just hoping the rest falls into place.
Honestly, for the Eagles, I love this. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to defend the Eagles for this one because I genuinely think if you're a fast runner, as long as you learn your routes, I don't see
you have
the
to
big
catch the ball.
Well, you have to catch it, but he's obviously had experience with it. It's just like, a little bit rusty, probably getting back into it, but he's been working out with NFL scouts. He was at Oregon's Pro Day.
Yeah.
Like, he's been working out with the team, and he had like the 7th fastest time among wide receivers at the combine.
He
this
better.
year.
He was in the Olympics.
Literally.
Didn't he missed out on medals though, I think.
He
just by
finished 4th and
0.4
5th.
seconds.
Yeah, 4th and 5th in consecutive Olympics, which is crazy. He was a hurdler.
Yeah, not even just a runner.
He was a hurdler.
So
Hey.
maybe they're just hoping he'll jump over guys.
He'll just absolutely
Yeah.
leap over everybody else. The entire defensive line just hurdle.
Yeah, and I mean, even if he doesn't like do anything this year, like we don't even see him join the team to a fullest extent, like playing in a game, I think it's funny. I think this is so
It's
funny.
hysterical.
And I don't think this is the worst idea. In terms of sports, you could
It's
choose.
creative. Yeah.
It's creative. And honestly, for the Eagles, you need creativity.
Yeah.
You guys you're going through it. Like, it's been rough. Like,
It
I
has
know.
been rough. And it's like funny because in 2018 we won the Super Bowl. It's like, how have the mighty fallen this like far?
So far. And it's just like for things that the Eagles could be doing like over this break, to me, not the worst thing. And I'm going to be very interested to see like how he performs overall. I think it's just one of those things where he has to get really back into it. And I don't really expect any all-star performances from this guy, especially after the knee injuries and everything. But you never know. Maybe he'll impress. Maybe he'll stun all the doubters. He'll be back. So
I'm hoping to be stunned.
Yeah.
stunned into silence for that one.
I am also hoping to be stunned. I mean, Philly sports teams generally just like make me giggle a little because
Excuse
Oh,
me?
yeah.
I'm sorry, what are you about to say?
Sorry, babe. they just make me giggle a little. I'm just like, the Eagles are such a fascinating franchise. The Flyers are such a fascinating franchise.
That's
true. That is true. Shout out Tyler Mooney, resident Flyers fan.
Yeah,
as
Tyler
well.
Mooney and I are basically neighbors.
Literally.
No,
Which
that's
is-
not true. He's actually from Philadelphia.
He's from right outside Philly. He's actually
He's
from
not
right outside
actually even
Philly.
in the state.
Yeah. Which is so funny. But, like, Philly sports teams are so interesting with the choices they make and the contracts they sign. But I don't think this is a terrible idea. Frankly, I mean, it's worth a shot. What do you have to lose at this
Yeah,
point is frankly what
honestly.
I have to say as well. Like, I think it could be good if you're going to have him playing with Jalen Hurts. I think it could be good. What's fascinating as well is that there were other teams interested in signing Devon Allen right now. It says the Arizona Cardinals, which are his hometown team, the 49ers, the Vikings, the LA Rams, and the Saints. So could you imagine if he had gone from not playing football since 2016, being an Olympic hurdler, to playing for the resident Super Bowl champions?
It's really insane.
That
He's funny. So Devon Allen had a quote, and he said, "I wanted to come to Pro Day and announce that I'm taking this seriously. The goal then is to get ready for Worlds, I guess track Worlds, whatever, compete at Worlds, win, break the record, and then when Worlds is over, July 18th, go to camp." Like, okay.
that is so
Heck yeah.
baller. Are
Like,
you
isn't
kidding
that
me?
crazy?
That is so baller to be like, I am actually an Olympian. I am a
he's
world-class
like,
level athlete. And
This
I'm just
is
gonna
like
play
a
in the NFL.
side job.
Yeah.
He's like, football, I'm just like considering this, but first I'm going to break the record at Worlds and then I'll come back to football. Like, pro football is a secondary option.
Which is so cool and so crazy. I think that he has the chance to honestly do really well, though. Like,
I hope so.
I hope so, too. I hope to be stunned. I hope to just be like, wow, look at that. We knew about him from day one. Because, I mean, if you can run that fast, people with that explosive power have the ability to do so much in football. I mean, to me, like, Jamar Chase is one of those people that I think of. He is just so explosive. Sure, he also has, like, magic hands and can catch everything.
Well, that could help.
That could very much so help. But he can run. He is so fast. And I think that, obviously, Devon Allen is fast, too. I think seeing him get on that field will be so fascinating. If he can have, like, a defensive line that can clear a path for him and
Yeah.
he can learn his routes, like Maddie said, I will be so excited to watch this. I think it's going to be really interesting. And like I said earlier, what do they have to lose?
And I think they're doing it kind of with Jalen Hurts, who I feel like he hasn't really had the opportunity to really show his fullest potential. But I feel like that's been a running theme with Eagles quarterbacks as of recent years. It's sad because I was like reading, I think there's been like 42 Eagles quarterbacks that they had drafted. 5 have had winning records.
It's really bad.
It's really bad. So if anything, it should be a new challenge for him to really try and figure something out, because you never know. Some of these oddball things might make them a better quarterback, because we need that establishing thing. You want to try and do what the Buffalo Bills are doing, you got to try everything in your back pocket. If they're not picking in the draft until 15 and 18, you got to work something else out, because you're not getting those number 5 picks. The Giants are getting a number 5 pick, baby.
Will it help the Giants?
No.
I mean, let's be real. We can be optimistic about it, but like, it doesn't matter. They got the number 1 pick last year or something, or number 2. They were right up there. It didn't make that much of a difference.
You know, it doesn't matter, but I think for the Eagles...
You know what? We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah,
we're going to move right past it. I don't want to talk about the Giants' failures. But
we're pretty positive today for Maddie sports teams.
Yeah. Exactly. This is a positivity day.
Exactly.
But, you know, I feel like with the Eagles, if they can make this work in the long run, go for it. But otherwise, I don't think this is the worst waste of money they've had. They've had way worse ideas, I think, in the past couple of years. So I think it'll be interesting to check it out.